Well, we might possibly be one step closer to federally legal marijuana. Uh, Personally, I believe it should at the very least, at the very minimum, be removed from Schedule 1. That way it can be tested. Tests can be repeated and duplicated, see if they come up with the same results. And we can decide what medicinal value, if any, marijuana has, what's wives' tales. We'd have a lot more information. We could all decide better for ourselves. Anyways, let's get into this. CNBC, House Committee approves landmark bill legalizing marijuana at the federal level. Now, this is a couple weeks old, but I have not really seen many people reporting on it. I saw it a couple weeks ago, but I thought people would be reporting on it. I've seen a few, but not really like it should. The House Judiciary Committee approved a bill that legalizes marijuana on the federal level, removing it from Schedule 1 of the Controlled Substances Act. Some Republican members expressed concerns that the bill went too far and then it was unlikely to be taken up in the GOP-controlled Senate, which is true. On the conservative and the GOP-controlled Senate, Republicans, it's going to face an uphill battle. However, I do believe it stands a chance. There are some Republicans that have hinted at the fact that they would take up marijuana legalization as part of their mantra. Mantra is not really a good word for it, but you get the general idea of what I'm talking about. The House Judiciary Committee approved a bill Wednesday that legalizes marijuana on the federal level, removing it from Schedule 1 of the Controlled Substances Act. Yes, and it also gives incentives to states and cities to wipe clean low-level marijuana offenses. I do believe in that pretty strongly. You're criminalizing something people are going to do anyways. It's like sex workers that have made the choice to be sex workers. It's the oldest profession in the world. It is the oldest profession. You're not going to stop it. You're better off making it legal, putting it under the Department of Health, taxing it, regulating it. At least then it's regulated. You make it illegal, you drive it underground, you make it unsafe for everybody. Human history has shown that prostitution is been around forever. It's been around forever. You're not going to stop it. So if you can't stop it, why criminalize it? Try to own it. Try to make it as healthy and safe and controlled as you can. Put it under the Department of Health. Help stop the spread of disease. You're not going to stop it. It's going to happen. People are going to smoke weed. You're just criminalizing something that people are going to do anyways. The legislation allows states to enact their own policies and gives them incentives to clear criminal records of people with low-level marijuana offenses. It also includes a 5% tax on cannabis products that would provide job training and legal assistance to those hit hardest by the war on drugs. Marijuana arrests account for more than half of all drug arrests in the United States. Would we save taxpayer money? Possibly. I do believe that the influx of taxes from marijuana sales would be huge. It's predicted to be a multi-billion-dollar industry if it goes legal federally. And at least if it's legal federally, it's not on the black market. And you're making tax money on it. And hopefully that tax money could be used to do things good for communities. Continuing to read, the criminalization of marijuana has been a mistake, Chairman Representative Gerald Nadler said during the markup of the bill. The racial disparity in marijuana enforcement laws only compound this mistake with serious consequences, particularly for those in minority communities. And you have that debate. Is it because minorities smoke more weed? Is it because of how they smoke weed? Is it because of racial profiling? I don't know. But what I do know is by making it legal, you would wipe out a whole lot of drug arrests and things that taxpayer money is going to. And we can make taxes off of it. And it would be an entire industry. You would need people to grow it, to ship it, to sell it, to track it, to test it. You would need people to regulate it, on and on and on. A whole new industry that could be formed that could potentially make billions of dollars a year as an industry as a whole. I am interested in what you guys think. Normal is calling this the biggest marijuana news of the year, which it is. It absolutely is. It's the biggest marijuana news in a long, long, long time. It does have an uphill battle amongst the conservatives in the Republican position, but I think it stands a chance this year. I really do. As time changes, people's perceptions and point of view changes, and marijuana used to be the, just say no era, the war on drugs. Marijuana was the devil's weed. And now it's kind of gotten to more like when you find out someone smokes herb, you're like, yeah, and so what? It's not a big deal. Let me know what you think. Good idea? Bad idea? Make tax money on it? Don't make tax money on it? Continue the war on drugs? End the war on drugs? What do we do? Do we legalize all drugs? I believe there's a few drugs that we probably shouldn't legalize. But then again, like I said, it's someone else's body. So, I mean, what right do I have to tell somebody else what to do with their body? When you think about it, it's their body. It's theirs. They own it. If someone took a toaster and wanted to go outside and hit it with a sledgehammer, would you arrest them for beating up their own toaster? It's their toaster. They can do whatever they want with it. What do I care? I don't care. You want to beat up your toaster? Go for it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Good idea, bad idea? I think it could possibly be a very good idea. I think it could make a lot of money. I do believe the money that it comes in will cause fights amongst programs where the money is going to go. Do I believe the influx of money from this industry will be abused? Yeah, yes. Duh, of course. Yeah, of course. Human beings. It's a human condition. But let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys on the next one.